I'm Justin.
I'm Travis.
Welcome to Wrestling Junkie. Alright, so for today's video, we have our thoughts and results of the Money in the Bank 2022. Overall, pretty solid night from my opinion. What was your thoughts on the overall?
Yeah, it was definitely a fun night. The Uso match, I think, was probably like the highlight of the night.
Yeah.
The downside of the night would probably be the Ronda match, but we'll get into that. But yeah.
Yeah, just going straight off into it, we had the Women's Money in the Bank starting off with our opening of the night. We had Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Becky Lynch, Lacey Evans, Raquel Rodriguez, and Shotzi. I predicted Becky Lynch. You predicted...
I predicted Asuka.
Asuka. And we were both wrong, and Liv Morgan came out on top. Yeah, overall, I thought this match was pretty solid to start off the night. A few good spots in the match. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I think for this match, I'll probably give it a 3-star. It was a pretty good match. I can't really complain. I think one of the biggest moments was Becky Lynch just doing the leg drop off the ladder onto Asuka onto another ladder.
Yeah,
I think that was probably like the biggest spot of the match. But yeah, it was a solid match. I wanted Asuka to win, of course, but Liv Morgan won, and I'm not going to complain. She deserves it, and you'll see later, but it pays off for her. But yeah, it was a solid match. I'll give it 3 stars.
Yeah, I think this one I'll also give it a 3-star. Like I said, the match to open up the night really good. Another part of the match, or towards the end of the match, Becky Lynch goes to push off Liv Morgan out the ring, but Liv Morgan catches herself with her foot, pushes herself back on with the ladder, and she ends up knocking her off and undoing the belt, or undoing the briefcase. But yeah, I think this match, like I said, 3 stars. Pretty solid way to kick off the night. And then for our next match, we had Bobby Lashley versus Theory for the United States Championship. And what was your thoughts?
Oh yeah, it was a good match. I think we did both predict Bobby to win, so that's good. But yeah, Bobby is the new United States champion, and I think rightfully so. I mean, Bobby's great. I love just having him in the company. Period. I love watching his matches. He's entertaining. He's just one of those powerhouse performers, and yeah, I think he deserves it. He tapped him out with the Hurt Lock, and that's pretty much how the match ended.
Yeah, I think with this match, even though it wasn't the greatest match, it still kept the night still solid. I think this match probably is another 3-star. Not too many memorable moments, but there's one where I do remember where Bobby was on the outside with Theory, puts him on his shoulders, runs him into the outside post, which kind of sounded like a big thud. I don't know if Theory's head actually connected. I'm assuming not. But yeah, I think we had a good back-to-back matches.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3-star as well. No, I mean just same reason as you pretty much. It was just an entertaining match. It was the second match of the night. So yeah, I think it was a pretty solid match for sure. And then next we have the Raw's Women's Championship. Bianca Belair versus Carmella, and she won by pinfall. It was a good match. It kind of happened how I expected it. I believe in the prediction. I predicted it to be a squash match, and it kind of was that. Carmella did put up a fight and made it more entertaining than what I originally thought it could have been.
Yeah.
But it was a good match, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to give it a 3 stars. I just like Bianca. She's a really good wrestler. Carmella, not so much, but she is an entertaining wrestler. She just has like those yells that she does like a lot during the match, and I think that like makes it a little bit more entertaining, just adding like that emotion to it, I guess you could say. I'm gonna give it 3 stars as well. Bianca retains, and I like it.
Yeah, I think with this match, like you said, there wasn't too much things that are memorable. I'm thinking I'm gonna give this one a 2-star on this one. Yeah, there wasn't too much. She wins the match with a KOD. And yeah, she closed out the night, or retains her belt. Surprisingly, after the match, Carmella did attack Bianca. And I think that kind of set up a little bit of thought like, oh, is Liv Morgan cash in now, or is she gonna wait? And she doesn't wait. She doesn't cash in just yet. Obviously, getting that to a little bit later. But yeah, with our next match, we have the tag team belts on the line.
Match of the night.
Definitely. Usos versus Street Profits. We both got this right. We both predicted the Usos to win, even though I would have loved to have the Street Profits win. Yeah, a lot of big things happened in this match. One point, I think it was Angelo Dawkins, who the Usos got up and hit a suplex, putting him into the outside ring post. That was a pretty good spot. I haven't seen that probably... No, I can even remember, really. I've never seen that before. But yeah, I think this match is probably a 5-star match. Just a lot of entertaining spots. A lot of moments where you thought this team would win, but then they'd kick out. Then another team would pin. They would kick out. And back and forth pretty much all match.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree also. It's 5-star for sure. Match of the night. There was a moment where Angelo, he just dived over the top rope onto, I believe it was both of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like an amazing jump. I was like, wow, like for a guy his size to just clear the ropes like that, that's an amazing for him to be able to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely the most entertaining match of the night. I loved it. I wanted the Usos to win. They did win, so I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a really good match. But getting into the next one, probably the worst match of the night. Not even probably. It is the worst match of the night.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey versus Natalya. I predicted Natalya. You predicted Ronda. And you were right. Ronda retains the SmackDown Women's Championship. And I mean, there really wasn't too much going on. Probably the most memorable moment to me was probably Natalya doing the sharpshooter onto her on the apron of the ring.
Yeah.
And then Ronda kind of like kicks her off, and then she goes straight into the ring post, and that was probably the best spot of the match. Besides that, it was just like a lot of reversals going on, just like over and over, just a lot of submissions and stuff. Wasn't too great. I'm gonna give it a 1-star. I don't want to give it too much more than that, honestly. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a 1-star.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna copy you on this one as well. Like you said, not too much happened in this match. But I think the one reviving trait of this match was when the match ended, but Liv Morgan comes out, cashes in. Ronda started off, she was kind of like shaking. She was like I think her right ankle was hurt.
It's her knee.
Oh, right knee, my bad. And Liv Morgan goes, cashes in, bell rings. But at first, Ronda puts her in an ankle lock, and you're kind of like, oh, is Ronda just going to be dominant and just put her in and win the match like that real quick? But Liv Morgan ended up countering, getting her off, pinning Ronda in. So we do have a new women's championship, but just not from the Rousey versus Natalya match.
Yeah, it was pretty unexpected. I'm happy it did happen. I wanted Ronda to lose. That's why I picked Natalya. I just wanted her to get off of the belt, honestly. And Liv Morgan came in and made that happen. Not who I wanted it to win. But I do like Liv Morgan, as I said earlier. And yeah, she deserves it for sure. I'm happy she did it, because otherwise it would have been Ronda still. And I'm just happy someone else has it, honestly.
Yeah. And then to close up the night, we had the men's Money in the Bank. And going into this match, we thought there would be, I think, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 guys. Yeah. But then, as the match was about to start, Adam Pearce comes out and he says, "Oh, well, we're having a new participant." And I think this one was, I don't know what the, not to have a pun here, but I don't know what the theory / idea was behind it to have Theory come out as the new, as the 8th man. But it was kind of interesting. I don't really get why the loser of a previous match comes out and has a chance to win the Money in the Bank.
Not only the loser, but the man who was the champion, who lost his belt, gets basically a title shot if he wins the match. But yeah, it was pretty weird that he came out like that, and he just kind of got added in last minute. But yeah, this was a really good match. Sami Zayn took a nasty bump when who was it Madcap Moss that gave him the powerbomb?
Yeah.
Madcap Moss just gives him a power bomb onto a ladder, and it looked like he hit his head. And for like, there was a while where I kept asking, I was like, man, is Sami Zayn okay? Like, I don't see him in the ring or outside the ring. I didn't really know where he was. I seen the refs like go on and check on him, and he didn't look like he was moving much, and I was kind of worried for him a little bit, but I think he ended up being okay because he came back later on in the match and had some even more spots where he got hurt again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a really entertaining match, and I'm gonna give it a 4-star. It was a closer. They had a lot of moments where I thought that the match was gonna end because it went overtime, but yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Theory ends up winning. Unfortunately, I definitely didn't want him to win. I obviously picked Sami Zayn, and you picked who?
I picked Seth Rollins.
Yeah, so you picked Seth, I picked Sami. Both of our people had spots where they almost won, but they just didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think of the match?
Yeah, I think it was a pretty solid match. I'm gonna give it I think I'll give it a 4-star as well. From the few spots that I do remember off the top of my head is Riddle climbs up a ladder, does a backflip onto Sheamus. I think it was Sheamus, Madcap Moss, and Drew McIntyre. There's also another spot where everybody picks up Omos and throws him to the announcer's table, breaking the announcer's table. Omos is kind of just getting teamed on by everybody. Kind of makes sense, they got the big guy. Another part, they put all the ladders on top of them, bearing under the ladders. But yeah, and then also at the end, Theory RKO'd Seth Rollins off the top of the ladder, which was a really good spot as well. Yeah, like I said, 4-star match, really solid way to close of the night. And only thing I think that didn't give it a 5 was because Theory won, not because of his character, but just I feel like he shouldn't have won. He should have been the match. He should have been in the match he should have been in the match. But yes, interesting to see how Monday Night Raw plays out. Also on Monday, I'm sure we'll see a rematch of the Usos. And
that's one thing that we forgot to bring up.
Yeah.
So at the end of the Uso match, I believe it was Jey Uso that gets the pin, and he gets his shoulder up, and the referee didn't see it, but Jay was holding his shoulder up, so I don't know if there's like a technicality with that where it doesn't count that his shoulder's up if the guy who's pinning lifts the shoulder up.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gets up and he's just kind of like talking to the ref and talking to the crowd and the cameras and everything's like, my shoulder was up, and it definitely was up. But yeah, so I think, like you said, there will be a rematch probably on Raw, or if not, in SummerSlam.
Yeah, I think this definitely sets up to continue the feud continue the feud with them. Yeah, but I wouldn't be mad with that. They're pretty much the only tag team who are in the company right now who are actually having go against the Usos. Obviously, RK Bro with Riddle and Randy Orton, they're obviously up there, but obviously Randy's out for a while. And then one more thing, after Money in the Bank went off air, Baron Corbin attacked Pat McAfee, also beating him up, and then ends up accepting his challenge. So now we have 2 matches set for Money in the Bank. Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, undisputed championship, in a last man standing match, and then we have Baron Corbin, Pat McAfee, as well. But yeah, any last thoughts before we close it off?
Yeah, overall, I had fun watching. Not too many complaints besides the Ronda match and Theory just kind of getting thrown into it last second into the men's Money in the Bank. But yeah, it was a pretty solid match. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the video.
Yeah, for me as well. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, like and subscribe, and appreciate y'all. Later.